GM. So we're still waiting for the team from Stringly to join us. Oh wait, I gotta go to Twitter as well. GM. Can I get a GM? So for guys on Twitter, can you guys let me know if you can hear my voice? Ada suaraku nggak di Twitter? Head over here real quick.
Hello, GMGM. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you. GM, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just waiting on Abhinav. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, but he should be here in a bit. So yeah, GM guys, welcome back to the second episode of our, well, it's supposed to be a weekly podcast, but I've been sick. There's been a lot of things. I'm actually still very sick right now, if you guys can't tell by my voice. But today we have a very special episode. We are going to deep dive into a Web3 dating app on ICP called Stringly. So it's gonna be a really interesting space slash podcast on YouTube. So for some of you that doesn't know, we are running this on two platforms. We are running on YouTube, which is going live right now, and we are also live on Twitter. Let me just go ahead and check Twitter real quick. I think I got. Let me jump back into Twitter. I think I got. Yeah, I need to reconnect to Twitter first. Yeah. Yeah, so in this space, in this podcast, we're gonna talk about what Stringly is offering to the ICP ecosystem. After this, we're gonna have like a short intro from Abhinav, to kind of explain like his role and what his team is developing right now on ICP. We're also gonna have a lot of announcements in this space. We're gonna announce the winners of the Stringly giveaway. The $550 worth of Stringly tokens. We're also gonna do an announcement from the last podcast. So the people who asked in the last podcast are bound to also win some ICP tokens as well. And that trend is gonna keep going. It's gonna keep happening onto the space because we're also gonna have five people win some ICP tokens for this space. So if you want to have a chance on winning some ICP tokens, make sure that you tag your friends, tell them that this space is happening, and also ask a question. We are going to select five people um, to win some ICP tokens. So that's enough chit chat from now. Abhinav, why don't we go straight ahead to you? Tell us a little bit more about what's like who you are and what are you currently building with Stringly. I can't really hear you. Let me make some adjustments. I think it's Mm. Okay, Abhinav, can you try like speaking again? No, I still can't hear you, my friend. Um, yeah, I don't think your mic is connected because I can't really hear anything. Mm,
Hello, am I audible now here on X?
yeah, yeah, yes, you are. So, I mean, we can you can just leave X on on unmute so that way I can listen to you. But yeah, so Abhinav, why don't you maybe share a little bit about who you are and what you're building with the Stringly team?
Okay, sure. So just let me join from Discord also. Just give me a second.
Sure.
I guess now I'm audible properly, right?
Yes, yes, you are. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I guess now it's set up. We can start.
Sure, sure.
Hi everyone, excited to be here, and I'm Abhinav, founder of Stringly, a platform that is really reshaping how people connect online, whether for dating or networking. Right now, dating app feels like an endless game of swiping, full of fake profiles, ghosting, and meaningful interactions. Stringly changes that by bringing on-chain verification, proof of humanity, AI-driven matching, and real incentives for users who engage meaningfully. I have been in the Web3 space for a while, spoken at IITs and triple ITs, trained over like 2000 Web3 developers, and worked on scaling blockchain adoption in India, especially with ICP. Now my focus is on solving real problems with real tech, and that's what Stringly is all about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like to be honest, I think last time I used like dating apps was around maybe 7 to 8 years ago. Um, and honestly, I haven't really had a good time with dating apps. But what exactly are you guys doing differently? Like compared to like Web2 dating apps, what does Stringly offer that is different?
So most dating apps today follow the same old swipe model. You swipe endlessly, match, and hope for a reply. But let's be real, like fake profiles, waste of time, ghosting is common, endless swipe rarely leads to real connections. So Stringly flip this model by focusing on mutual intent first. So no more endless swiping, just real matches based on shared intent. On other dating apps, you need to disclose your intention on your profile, whether you're looking for a relationship or something else. So on Stringly, we will be hiding that this will be in our Q2 release, and I'm very happy to announce that we are listed on Play Store today, just 2 hours before this podcast. So, guys, make sure to check out Stringly on Play Store and write your review. So, like on Stringly, we don't reveal the intention. So, like for example, I'm looking for serious relationship or like maybe both. So it won't be visible on the profile. Only that Stringly on-chain AI knows that like in which feed you will be visible. So it makes sure that you are in the right, you are matching with the right people, and the people who are appearing in your feed are the people who are of your intentions. This is mutual intention, and like once you match, it's a mutual, just swipe, and you guys can reveal your intention also. So this removes the, uh, that biasness of getting judged. And second is like on-chain verified profiles. Every user is uniquely verified, eliminating spam and bots. This AI feature will be implemented in the Q2 of 2025, and mainly tokenized rewards. Meaningful interactions get rewarded, keeping engagement high, and like dating app with token utility, but a platform where authenticity meets innovation.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's one of the big news that you shared just now is your app basically went live on Play Store just 2 hours ago. Congratulations on that, on the whole team. I think that is a huge step. I mean, not only in terms of getting Stringly onto the map, but I think in terms of getting more people to basically be exposed to ICP. So that's really a big thing that you guys did over there. So Abhinav, am I pronouncing your name correctly, or you need to correct me if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, it's Abhinav.
Abhinav.
It's almost correct.
It's almost correct. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So where did this where did this idea of basically removing the the basic swiping and then intention first dating app and basically coming up with Stringly, like why did you come up with that idea? How did you come up with it?
So, like in last 2023, I was building something like caffeine AI, but with 12 more products with it, like 12 a basic proper suite of AI products. Like you can deploy your website like a proper self-writing, AI which writes your code, the front end, back end, and deploys it also on the ICP itself, and managing the search engine optimization and taking part of all of the things. So I was not like that much, convinced that I should do this or not. Maybe it will be like, launching Uber in 90s. So I
Yeah.
parked that idea for a while and brainstormed like a lot of ideas, 100 plus ideas. And after 4 5 months, I finally decided that this is the thing that which really need innovation, and especially Web3 innovation. And with Stringly, uh, we can prove that Web3 is the tech and the future of internet, because Stringly is having that you know uh, proper adoption. Like it can prove that Web3 can be adopted on the mass. And like where did the idea come from? Honestly, I saw the frustration of people wasting hours on dating apps only to get no response or fake matches.
Yeah.
The system is designed to keep you engaged, not help you find connections. So I thought, what if users could express their intent clearly and cut out the noise?
Yeah.
That's when Stringly was born. And how is like this the Stringly mutual intent feature, and the like we are also introducing world's fastest dating ever built. We are going to introduce a feature by Q3 of 2025, which makes you match in counted 5 minutes. And this is going to be a proper, revolution in the dating industry.
All right. That sounds amazing. So I think you mentioned that one of the things that you guys are doing is I don't know if this is machine learning or whether or not this is AI, but basically you are taking over the matching process, right? Like your tech is taking over the matching process instead of users like selecting matches on their own. They instantly get matches based on what they resonate the most with. Is that correct?
Yeah,
All right. So
absolutely correct.
what other like AI features does your platform utilize?
So currently we are working on a one model which is proof of unique humanity.
Okay.
There are models which can help you prove that you are a human, but there is no model which can prove that you are a unique human or not. So we are working on that also to, we can bring this thing, and it will bring a major change in the dating app, that if you are swiping to another user, so Stringly will make sure that every user is unique also.
Okay, that's really good. Um, so like there are a lot of I can imagine there's also a way where you actually don't need to build this on Web3. Like there may be a way to build this on Web2. But even in Web3, there's a lot of other protocols. Like let's say there's Polygon, there's Ethereum, there's Solana. Why did you choose to build on ICP?
Fully on-chain computing platform that can store user data on centralized servers, but we wanted to build on privacy first. So end-to-end on-chain storage, not just tokens, but real app logic running in real time. And no need for Web2, and like no need for Web2 cloud services. Everything runs on ICP, decentralized infrastructure, canisters, and internet identity. If you can see on our Play Store application, the only login system which we had integrated is the internet identity. And now we are integrating Android mobiles also. And third thing, like I'll say, scalable and low cost transactions, and
Yeah,
mainly the network is not congested, and making onboarding fast and seamless for a highly native app like Stringly.
yeah, yeah.
I not just
Um,
feel like technically ICP is the only platform that can handle it without crazy costs or delays.
yeah, I think I lost you a bit there towards the end, but I know that you mentioned about
So that's the major. So that's the major reason to choose ICP. Like ICP is the only blockchain that can handle without crazy costs or delays.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think, it's really a bold move and a bold statement to just have the internet identity as your way of logging in. Um, how do you think the because I imagine that people that are maybe have they've been using Bumble. I don't know if that's thing that Bumble is still a thing. I don't know. Maybe using Tinder and maybe are interested into this new application in Play Store. How do you think they will react or respond to this? Because they're gonna have to create their own internet identity with passkeys and everything.
Okay, so like like the way. The AI era came in the COVID and after the COVID phase. So I feel like that chat GPT movement for Web3 is still left,
Hmm.
like making everyone crazy. And we want to be that, we want to create that chat GPT movement. And we are creating awareness campaigns. And as you know, as we are refining the application day by day, and there will be a stage when users will know the importance of a proper private application, and why you should choose Stringly over other dating apps, not just in terms of innovation or tech or solving real world dating problems. Like we are really making a Stringly hub for dating, like we are running campaigns why you should choose Stringly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like, I know it's gonna be like a huge challenge, but I like the way that you're thinking. Like this could be the Chat GPT moment where you're basically using all this, this hype into a product that, a lot of people are very familiar with the product itself. But I think those little bits of things, that are gonna be quite different. But I really like how you and your team are approaching this from a like just from a perspective point of view. Now, like, so how long have you guys like been building this? Like, how long have your team been building this?
So we started exactly in like August or July, like in the end of July. And am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, so we started in July 2024, like in the last week of July, and officially on the 1st August. And it's been 7 to 8 months. We are working on Stringly every day, and happily I can say now we are team of 40 plus people in India, and we are expanding it globally also by this week.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing for only like 7 to 8 months. And then being able to like have a product live on Play Store, I think that's not only an amazing achievement, that's a crazy achievement. And how has the ICP community like given support to you? Like, do you receive a lot of support from the ICP
The
community or?
ICP, yeah. So the ICP community has been super supportive. First of all, the technical mentorship helped us integrate proof of humanity on chain. And second thing, grants and resources allowed us to build without relying on VCs too early. And third, early testers from ICP ecosystem helped us refine user onboarding and matching. ICP is not just a tech stack. It's it's a strong builder community, I'll say, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's been a game changing for us.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree on what you said. ICP is ICP have a strong builders community, and I think that's one of the benefits of building a project on ICP is the amount of support that you're gonna get from the community itself. So like 7 to 8 months of building, I still can't quite grasp that you guys already have an application live on Play Store. So, and this is going to be a question that I think a lot of people are going to be asking because you guys are launching on Play Store. You guys are basically targeting for people that have never been into Web3 before. There's a very large pool of users that you're tapping into. How much of an impact do you think that Stringly can bring from an adoption point of view, into like the whole ICP ecosystem itself? Like, do you guys see yourselves as like playing as the literal front runners?
Definitely, like Dating apps are high engagement platforms. Once user experience on-chain applications and AI-driven connections, they will see real-world Web3 value. So users on board via Stringly start using ICP ecosystem, ICP powered tokenized rewards, like new users interact with Web3 without friction. And UI UX was major problem in the Web3, which is getting solved with Stringly and decentralized social profiles, real use cases beyond DeFi and trading. So this is mainstream Web3 adoption, where a normal Web2 user is coming and without users even realizing they're using blockchain. So this will be a big thing for sure.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, looking at what you guys are like offering, sorry for that. I think you guys definitely have like a really big say in terms of ICP adoption. And talking about ICP adoption, I kind of want to get your take on like 2025 for ICP. Like, are we supposed to anticipate like a huge wave of adoption? Are we looking at, a premium bull run? What are you anticipating for 2025?
A bull run isn't just about hype, it's about real adoption. And ICP is now seeing more live D apps driving real transactions, which is not happening in like most of ecosystems. Better developer tooling and partnerships, I'll say, and like mainly scaling that makes enterprise adoption realistic. If these trends continue, yes, 2025 is for ICP and like a breakout year, but real adoption, not speculation, will drive long-term value, which I see real tech should have. And that is my perspective for 2025. And yeah, bullish about it.
Yeah, yeah, super bullish on it. And like, to be honest, we're really gonna pay close attention to what you guys are doing. And so you just launched like your application on Play Store. Like, what is the next step or the next milestone that you guys are working towards?
So, like for iOS app development, that is underway, and like we're gonna bring after the iOS launch also iOS and the web launch, tokenized incentives and staking mechanisms also becoming this year, and strategic partnerships with Web3 ecosystem and dating communities, spreading the initiative all around the world on planet Earth, and more AI features to improve user engagement. And 2005 is all about scale. If I talk about, quarter four, we are building not just a Web3 app, but a movement toward real, meaningful online connections.
Amazing, amazing. So you guys are planning to launch your iOS. You mentioned tokenized incentives. Um, is it possible, like, for you to share, like, what these tokenized incentives are? Are these, I'm assuming these are for users. Like, how are you planning to incentivize them? What actions do they need to do to be incentivized?
So basically, on Stringly application, like on the in the first wave, like before the token launch, we might launch subscription model, and like with like in starting it will be reward points, and you can redeem these reward points into subscription points. And in this roadmap, our token utility will also get refined, and like later on, once token is launched. Uh, in that phase, you can directly utilize those tokens to use our features, not just to cash out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to get some people to ask some questions. All right, folks. So for everyone that's on Twitter right now, I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot of questions. So if you want to ask your questions, please go ahead and drop your questions on YouTube, so that so that I can have a look at them, and then I can ask Abhinav also these questions. And remember, five of you that ask questions, five lucky people are going to have a chance at winning some ICP tokens. And this also goes for everyone on YouTube. So if you have some questions, make sure to leave them here. We're gonna go ahead and answer these questions now. So Abhinav, while we wait on some of the you can't my mouse move. So while we wait on some of these questions,
Yeah, yeah,
we actually did a collaborative giveaway of like $50 worth of Stringly tokens, which we're gonna give away to five people. And what we're
yeah.
gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Um, where is it? Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and then we can go and pick some winners right now before we move on to some questions. All right,
Sure.
guys. So we're gonna use the wheel of names, and we've listed every single one of you that participated in the giveaway. Now, please keep in mind there are some accounts that weren't eligible because either you weren't following Disruptives, or either you weren't following Stringly, or you basically went over the timeline that we had proposed for you. So here goes the first winner, which is gonna win $10 worth of
Sorry, can you
Stringly
repeat?
tokens. Sorry, what?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Please continue. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, please continue.
All right, so the first winner is gonna be one die underscore R. I'm just gonna copy that real quick. Just keep it in my notes to make sure that we have everything. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and select our second winner. I can already see that on YouTube we already have a couple of questions. So we're gonna move into that just quickly after this. So the second winner is this account on Twitter. We're gonna move on into the third winner. It's gonna be Tam. And that is our last winner. So we have selected five winners that we're also gonna share on Twitter. So congratulations to these five winners. We're not going back again to Discord. And all right, so we do have a couple of questions here, Abhinav. So let's jump into the first one from Mr.
Yeah, yeah,
Miles
sure.
Morales. Uh, okay, what are the best ways for new users? Okay, what are the best ways for new users to maximize their experience on Stringly from day one?
First of all, make sure to upload good pictures, a good bio, and
Good pictures, good
like
bio.
make sure you highlight your hobbies and like whatever you do. So your profile should look attractive and who you are in real. So you can really get a real intention matched with you. So these are the things which I suggest to everyone, like whenever you on board to a dating app,
Yeah, I think it's
and
pretty
be real.
it's pretty self-explanatory, Mr. Miles.
That's it.
So, I think that that pretty much answers the first question. Uh let's jump into the second questions from Mr. Charles Wisdom. Are messages encrypted end to end? And if so, how is the encryption managed on ICP? This is a very interesting question.
So the data is protected with ICP canister tech, and canisters are secured by the chain key cryptography. So when you are interacting with Stringly, you don't need to care about the privacy. Like you can just rely on us, and you can make sure, like we will make sure that your data is in the like at your ownership basically.
Mm,
It's you are using internet identity, you own the data. And yeah, and soonly we gonna increase the security standards also as we move to Q2 and Q3 of 2025, as we complete our initial development with the application.
mm, okay, that's nice to hear. Yeah. So, Mr. Charles Wisdom, um, you got your answer there. Um, Now we're moving on, I think, to the next question. Okay, this is an interesting question because I think that the person that asked this question is actually right now using your app. Um, so he or she asked, or
Okay.
they asked, there is a part that says, who would you want to connect with? And there are three options. The first option is male, the second option is female, the third option is others. Does this mean that one person cannot connect with both?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
So upon using the Stringly app, there was a an option like who do you want to connect with, male, female, or others. Does this mean that you cannot connect with both male and female in the Stringly application? So you have to like either like choose one of them.
There might be a option for like I'm open to dating everyone. So like I
Uh,
guess you can connect with both.
yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, yeah. I think that's also very logical to be able to choose both. I think this one is this one goes into the others, right? So then technically that you can get both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have someone from Africa, from Nigeria, asking this question. Are there any regional restrictions to using Stringly? Can I access it from Africa? I'm currently in Nigeria.
So, we had actively worked on the privacy policy and term and conditions and community guidelines. And like as per now, like we are available in limited regions, but yeah, like on the basis of reasons, we are filing up the things so we can spread the Stringly initiative as much we can. And like we will make sure do drop your countries so we can spread the initiative faster there, and we make sure that you're dating there with Stringly.
Yeah, so guys, make sure to rate the Stringly X account. Tell them where you guys are from. And basically, the Stringly team is gonna work hard on making it possible for your regions.
Yeah, even
From
even you can drop the application link from here. Should I drop it here in the chat of
Yes,
Discord?
yes. And then I will drop it on YouTube
Yeah,
as
like
well.
I have dropped it in the chat
Mhm.
so more people can download. And guys, make sure to write us a review so we can fix the platform if you see any improvements, like, because again it is a it is for the people and by the people.
All right, and I think we still have room for, I think, one more question. Now, someone is asking on YouTube, like my question hasn't been answered. Um, we're actually trying to keep, you know, this very less time consuming. So we're not going to be able to answer every question. We're only going to select 5 questions, but if you guys have some extra questions that you would like to ask, please always reach out to Stringly on Twitter. They're very active there. Leave a follow as well because I'm sure they would be very, very happy to answer all of your questions. Um, so um, we're moving on to the final question here. Oh, okay. So the question is, what is the revenue model of Stringly?
Can you repeat? Sorry, can you repeat the question?
What is the revenue model of Stringly? Like, how do you guys make money?
Okay, so initially we won't be making any money. Like the app is the Play Store application, all the premium features are free to use for first few months, and once we refine our applications properly, only at that moment we will start uh, charging the subscription and bring in the token. So first phase will be to refine the application without any, you know, we don't want to sell the bugs. We really want to sell the features and really things which can help people connect in a better way.
All right, so
So like,
basically,
yeah, answering to that, even
yeah, please continue.
we have our token based rewards and subscriptions and a lot of things basically, like that is very well defined. That's it.
Amazing. So right now the focus would be on like getting your product 100% ready before you start, thinking about charging people. But then again, I think the way that you guys are making money is pretty simple, which is just going to be a subscription model, just as how like most platforms or most applications are nowadays.
Yeah,
So
like once we launch token, we will balance out, like if you are launching subscription, somehow it impacts the token also. So we will balance out that thing also. If someone is interested in buying subscription, right? So the token will also be balanced, like will do that thing.
amazing, amazing. So, Abhinav, while we are approaching the end of this podcast, this Twitter space, do you have any like alpha insights about Stringly that you would like to share to everyone here?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Do you have any alpha insights that you can share, some insider information about Stringly to everyone that's here in this podcast with us?
Yeah, sure, 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 sure. So, like, special insights about Stringly, I'd like to share. So first is like breaking the swipe trap. Most dating apps keep users mindlessly swapping and without real connections. Stringly flip this by focusing on mutual intent first, which will be launched in the Q2, and ensuring every interaction is purposeful and meaningful. Second thing is Stringly fastest dating that will make you match in just 5 minutes. This is going to be revolutionistic for the Web3, not just the dating sector. So, in from Q3, we will be leading the Web3 adoption with Stringly and some innovative features, which is making you match in just 5 minutes. And even we will try to reduce it even like less than 5 minutes. So this is one of the coolest thing which is going to happen with the dating sector in 2025 with us.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Some very, very good insights on why you should be bullish on what Stringly are doing right now. And if you're looking for someone to maybe, hold hands with this Valentine's, which is coming in 2 days, make sure you check out Stringly because now they are live in Play Store. And if you guys like, I'm gonna resend the
Yeah,
link in the chat, just so that you guys can see where is it to download the Stringly app. But yeah, I mean, it's been a pleasure having you here. We obviously wanted to keep this short from the start. We wanted to make sure that the best information, the best conversations that we had were condensed into a very short amount of time. I think we did exceptionally well in that. It was really amazing to have you here. Thank you so much for coming into our podcast. We're really excited to hear about more updates from Stringly. So if you guys post any cool stuff, make sure to share it with us also on Telegram. So in that way we can also show our support.
sure. Thanks a lot for this.
Yes, thank you so much, Abhinav. So now, guys, as
Yeah,
as as we promised before, we are also going to do a what's it called? We're going to do an announcement from the very last podcast that we did. There were three people that were eligible for a giveaway, and those three people are, and I'm calling these people out by their Twitter names. So if your Twitter name or your Twitter handle is not mentioned here, that means you're not winning it. Um, if it's one of these Twitter accounts, that means you are eligible for a zero point 0.2 ICP token from 2 weeks ago. So just make sure that you send a DM to ICP Hub Indonesia. We're also gonna share a tweet later on, announcing these winners. And yeah, for everyone that asked the question during this episode of the podcast, the winners are going to be announced next week. So make sure that on our next episode next week, make sure that you guys are also there. So then you can kind of see whether or not you won. So I guess that is that and about all of that. I guess we'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow ICP Hub Indonesia and Stringly, and we'll catch you on the next one. Abhinav, thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
sure. Good time, guys. Bye bye. Happy Valentine's Day
Happy Valentine's Day.
in advance.